Hey guys, come with me to attend an 18th century cosmetics workshop with LBCC Historical Apothecary at the Charlotte Museum of History. As both a makeup and history lover, I was super excited for this event, and I have to say it was the highlight of my year so far. Upon entering, you found your table and you chose where you got to sit, and you found a box full of all the products we're going to be applying during the workshop. The workshop was hosted by Alicia Schultz, who is the proprietress of LBCC Apothecary. She was phenomenal. She came in full regalia, dressed period appropriate, and she guided us through a lecture of the history of makeup in the 18th century and how it progressed and all of the different trends and techniques of the era. At this point, we opened our boxes and worked through each product, applying them to our own faces, just to get kind of a taste of how it was back in the day to do your makeup. This box alone was full of so many goodies. I was absolutely thrilled with everything in here. There was even perfumes, all kinds of things that I'm so excited to play with. And you can actually order these on her Etsy store. And I plan to buy some of them because I really enjoyed them. I also filmed some of the process, and unfortunately it was a little dark, so I ended up coming home and refilming it and doing the process again, which was also enjoyable. But yeah, I'm going to walk you through kind of what the process was. So skin prep was pretty much everything. They were all about being healthy or looking healthy, and beauty was considered a health thing. So skin prep was very important. There was lots of toners, what would be equivalent to a toner now, facial mists and things like that. So the first thing that I applied was the orange flower water. They used sea sponges, which I find fascinating because I use those so much in special effects makeups. And then there was a cold cream, an orange flower cold cream. This stuff was super hydrating. I think it would work wonderfully with modern makeup applications, actually. But you would apply a very thin layer of it, and it's almost like a gloss over your entire face. And then for your complexion, it was almost like a white grease paint. That's what it reminded me of. But you sheared it out over the actual orange flower cream. It does take a bit of time to blend out this white paint, and you really want a very sheer layer. It's not going to cover every imperfection of the skin. It's just basically going to kind of mute everything. It almost is like a filter on top of the skin. It makes sure your skin kind of look blurry. Next, we moved on to eyebrows and eyelashes. They did have some kohl and things like that they used, but what we had were cloves. And the way they did that is they burnt the edges of the cloves and then ran those edges through the brows. Gotta admit, I am a blush gal, so the blush from this time period is absolutely fascinating to me. And I think because this base is so emollient, when you add these liquid, really, really watery blushes on top, you can get a really nice flush, which again makes you look healthy, makes you look like you've exercised or there's blood coming to your face. And then for the lips, kind of the same idea, almost a transparent watercolor type blush. With the common powder for the face, I just went ahead and matted everything down. Those creamy products, they've got to have something to set them. Otherwise, you would look like a disco ball. And this powder is really nice. It's very finely milled, and it applied very nicely. And for extra emphasis, I wanted to use the powder blush on top of the liquid blush. And they also used the powder blush on their eyelids for a little bit of eyeshadow. This was the final look. It felt so light on the skin, and I loved the results. And that is a wrap for this video. I had an absolute blast attending this event, and I'm very appreciative that the Charlotte History Museum held it, and to Alicia for coming and teaching us all. If you have a chance, check out LBCC on Instagram, YouTube, all the things. And if you have a chance to take this workshop, definitely do it. Otherwise, take care.